Hello everyone. Welcome back. Welcome back to Sue's Paper Creations. Welcome back to another sneak peek to today is going to be the mini catalog we're going to be taking products out of. I hope that you have been enjoying all of these lives leading up to our catalog launch on the 7th. And yeah, I'm glad that you have been joining me. I have really enjoyed creating with you all every day. I could get used to this. I really could. Hello, Lynn. Hello, Christine. How are we doing? I hope you're all doing well. I'm just going to grab an important thing here. Let me just see. Trying to think where I put the good old phone. That's okay. All right, so for today, like I said, we are going to be using some products from the beautiful suite Storybook Moments, and I am going to be using Storybook Friends. As you heard, we do have a new little neighbor beside us, so I am going to be making a little baby card for that. I'm excited, and yeah, I'm glad you guys are joining me. So from I guess it was December 26th to coming up in a couple days, the 6th, I've been doing some lives and I've been sharing with you products that are coming up available on the 7th. On the actual 7th, I will be posting information on it, but I am going to be doing a catalog launch. So I'm going to be walking you through both the catalog as well as celebration starting at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. That's on the 7th. And we're also going to have a look at, not only do we have a couple catalogs, but oh my goodness, we have got a new scrapbook brochure that's coming out for those of you that are memory keepers and love to make albums. You can use all of these papers and stuff, of course, for home decor, card making. They come in packages, and so everything coordinates. They're fabulous. So we've got some new ones coming out for that, as well as some online exclusives that I've been sharing with you. So how is everyone's day going? Hopefully it's going well. I'm glad you're here with me today. This is Sue from Sue's Paper Creations, and you have joined me here. I am coming to you from Victoria, BC, which is on the west coast of Canada, and I'm excited to do another sneak peek with you. So hello and happy New Year to everyone. I know, I can't believe we're into January. It's the 4th. Time's just flying by already, right? So I am just going to, I notice I don't have my phone in its little case, which of course you need to be able to see what I'm going to be doing. So I'm just going to have a quick little run around. I think I see it somewhere. Don't mind me. I'm going to be running around like a crazy person looking for my phone, but I will find it. Just one second. Okay, let's see here. Let me see if I can find it. Oh my goodness, where did I put it? Just see. I have found it. I was doing, sorry for the delay. Gave a little chance for everyone to find me. I am live here, both actually on YouTube as well as Facebook. So if you are, look at that. Here we go. If you are joining me for the first time, oh, hold on there. If you're joining me for the first time, welcome. I'm just going to get my phone in the case. I love this little setup because it takes like literally seconds to do this, and then I'm ready to go. Okay. All right, so let's head on down. Hello, everyone. Decluttering my studio. Oh my goodness. Did you just see the mess I was running around doing? I have been busy today. Let's see, what did we do? I took Jim for an awesome walk, And Lance and I did a little bit of running around today. You know, did the old groceries, ran to the bank. And then I've started over on my far table. I have started to cut up all of the card bases that are going to be going in to my paper, ribbon, and beige share. So I am checking in. I've got one all packaged up and it looks amazing. Here it is here. So this is what I'm busy creating right now. So, you know my lovely bucket of card bases, my rainbow bucket of card bases that I always pull from whenever we make a card. Well, I've got 40 assorted ones here with a package of embellishments. That is your little bonus. This whole package is going in with your paper share. So you're going to get all the papers, all the ribbons that are coming up, and you're going to get that little bonus package too. So I've been busy doing those. Okay. All right. So let's head on down to my workspace, and I'm going to share with you the bundle that I'm going to be using today. And I had, let's see here, tried to call you, but it went straight to voicemail. I know, I chucked it on voicemail. Sorry, Kathy, as I am just going live. I will chat with you soon though. So I'm going to be using the Storybook Friends, and it is from a suite that is called Storybook Moments. We did a little bit of creating. It was one of the first lives I did for the 12 days of sneak peeks, and we used some gorgeous timeless plaid papers. Remember that? It was like 2 cards out of one sheet of this fabulous paper. So I'm going to be using some of these papers in the cards today. I am going to use the Antique Pearls from the suite, and I'm going to be using a little card base of Craft or Crumb Cake. So I have, just so that you know, I have left all of the card bases that go into the product share, the bonus card bases, so the 40 of them, I have not scored them. And I'm going to tell you, or I'm going to show you basically why I have not done that, okay? And that is because I want you guys to be able to, you know, score them in different ways to make different fun folds as you can with one sheet. And so you're not limited to just scoring it in half and using it as the traditional card base, okay? So I'm going to be using those. I'm going to show you the papers. Again, we did have a quick look at these and all of the cute, adorable cutouts. I've been trying to decide which ones to use and which parts of the bundle to use, because there is like endless possibilities with this suite, and I'll show you why in a second. We have got some beautiful, kind of more vintagey storybook pages, and in the bundle, it comes with, the suite comes with actually 2 different bundles. I am just going to be using the Storybook Friends, but within the Storybook Friends this is the bundle that it comes with, are these gorgeous frames, which I absolutely love. I have cut a few out for you so that you could see how these work. And we've already done 2 cards today, or sorry, 2 cards in our sneak peeks where we have ended up kind of resetting or setting in the inside of frames. I opened these up and I'm like, oh my goodness, another options to do that. And I'll show you the cards that I mean. We may do a little frame on one of our cards today, okay? But in here is also all of these dies And they go with the cute little stamp set that I've got right here. We have got all of our little Storybook friends. Look at them. They're so sweet. And not only does it cut out, these dies cut out all of your stamped images, but you know how Stampin' Up! Likes to allow you to have the option of cutting straight out of your pattern papers as well. There is, let's see here, I got to see which ones we've got. There is a few of these that will end up cutting out. Now, let's see here. We got a little bunny, and I know there was a bunny it cut out. This one here, okay? So you can actually cut these right out of the actual paper. So this is why, I mean, these papers, it's one of those things where I definitely already need another package, because look at how sweet these look. Now this is, oh, that's the little radish guy. Oh my goodness, so sweet. And then there is a few that do not, like there isn't an image in the papers. This is a little hedgehog. This I think is, one of these is like a little, I want to say skunk, not a skunk. What am I trying to say? Not a skunk, but a squirrel. A squirrel. They both have fuzzy tails, right? And then this is probably my favorite. Look at that little tiny one there, okay? So these three here don't coordinate with any of these, but they coordinate with the stamped images, okay? Now, I also want to show you, which I'm tempted just to do this today, because look at the possibilities. If you take one of these gorgeous frames, okay, you could take scenes right out of the paper. Look at that. How cute is that? Like, to me, that is really cute for a little baby card. And I'm thinking about doing this one on one of the cards, because look at the little tiny flowers in there. I thought that would be cute for a little girl. Look at, we've got these two, which would be sweet. Look at this one, reading its little book. How cute is that? That's a cute one too. These little guys. So you could also do something like that, or little mom coming into the frame. So you could do partial ones. Like there is also, hold on, there's these ones too. So you could definitely do whichever ones you want in the frame. Like, look at that. Isn't that cute? Okay. So this is why this is going to be, it's hard to choose what to do. So I think what I'm going to do is I am going to stamp one. I think I'm going to end up making 2 cards today, just because I can't decide. And I am going to use this little image right here, just because I can't resist. Like, that's just really sweet. So what I'm going to do, because I don't want to cut into more of the paper, I don't want to do a big chunk, I am actually going to cut around it. Now, I'm going to show you a trick, because that's what it's about, right? Some learning, some tips. So what I did was I cut out, this is why I want to use this one, look at it matches, is I cut out some of the frames already, okay? And this is going to end up being the little picture, because this is this one that goes inside. So I can use this piece as a template, and then I know exactly the size roughly for my little bunny. And I want my little bunny, I want to be able to have the flowers in there. I want to have the ears. So I'm going to go right about there. I'm okay if the little tail is out. I'd rather have the actual image of the flowers, okay? So I'm going to keep that in mind, and then when I go in, okay, I'm not going to cut too much more than I need. I'm going to go slightly around, because I do want to cut it with the die so that it fits perfectly into the frame, and then we can just drop it in. But I am cutting with intention rather than just chopping a big chunk out of my paper. And that's what you want to do with these papers, because you don't want to end up using more or cutting away another scene that might be really cute. Okay. All right, so we're going to do that for one, and then I'm going to stamp one as well. I'm going to use some of these papers because I love that. There's my other bunny. I was looking for that one. There's my other little bunny. I was playing with the papers, as you can see. Now, these ones you could just automatically cut out some of these and put them as a strip on the card, a little backdrop. They're fabulous. And there's also the quick and easy way, as we did on some of our first cards that we made, and we use the actual die cuts. Okay, we use these die cut images on some of the first cards that we did. Okay, so there's that option as well. But I'm going to actually stamp. I'm going to stamp in color, I think, a little bit. And I'm going to do a little Wink of Stella blending. Remember our little Wink of Stella blending that we did? We're going to bring it back. We're going to do that again. So I'm going to use this piece. I am going to use, let's see, this piece. And I'm going to tuck the rest away. Okay. All right. Let's get those out of the way. Okay. All right. Does the one at the bottom fit? Oh, instead of cutting the top, there was probably one at the bottom. Probably. I didn't catch that. That's all right. I will end up using up all the paper as I go anyway. All right. So for this card, I was debating on which way to have my fold. So like I was saying, I didn't want to score all of the card bases that are in the paper ribbon and bee share, because I want you to have the option that if you would like to, you could turn it into a gift card holder. I'm going to show you all of these simple ways. Let's see here. For a simple gift card holder, we would just do, let's do one. And then I could do also a little Z fold or Z fold. Maybe we'll do that. So I'm going to score that. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to score halfway. So let's do, this is 4 1/4. Let's do 2 1/8. Like that. So this is just, of course, an option. Okay. For a card base. And then you could use your card like this. Okay. Another thing you can do, and then maybe we'll do it for this one, is you could have a little fold back card. So say we score on one end here, 1 1/4, and this one's going to fold in like this. We'll see if any of these work for today's design, but we'll show you the options anyway. And then because this is 1 1/4, we want, let's see here, it's easiest just to go like this. Then you know you're going to have a card that's going to go together perfectly. So I'm just wrapping this around, making sure those fit up perfect. See, there's no gap. And then I'm going to go this way and score with my bone folder. Okay. So keeping the sheets full gives you the option that then you could have cards that open this way or whichever way you want. Okay. All right. So let's see about cutting down some of our papers. I'm going to work on this one right here. I think I'm going to go with this one. Okay. I'm going to need some paper that's going to go on the front. I'm going to need some paper in behind my frame that I'm going to be using. And I'm going to be using this frame here, I think. Isn't that pretty? I think I'm going to do a little bit of green in behind. And I want to bring in the coral because in our picture, we have got the little coral flowers. Do you remember that? The little coral flowers on our bunny. This is the little piece we're going to use. That's going to go inside there. It's going to be so cute for a baby card. I love it. So I am going to put maybe some coral on this sheet. It's going to draw out the beautiful flowers. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cut let's see here. That was 2 1/8. So let's go 1 7/8 by 5 1/4. And we're going to put that on the front. That's going to look adorable. Okay. Then let's see what we've got here. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull in this beautiful paper, and I'm going to do a whole, let's see, do I want this on the backdrop? I got to decide. I kind of like that, like it's wallpaper, and then this is the frame that's going over top. Okay, I think that would be what I would prefer. And then maybe I will use this bigger check for a bit of a backdrop. Okay, this is going to go 4 by 5 1/4. So this is going to go in here. Okay, so we're going to go here. We're going to go here. Okay, how are we looking so far? Cute. Now we're going to take a piece, and I just have to see how much I want to have as a front little panel. So I'm going to have a look at this. So I had not planned out this card, as you can see here. I'm allowing you to kind of see how I work through my process. So for this, I want to have a frame like it's hanging on a wall. Okay, so I want to have a piece of wall with wallpaper is what I'm going for. All right, so I want to have enough. So say we've got 1/4 inch on that side, 1/4 inch on this side. So we could go 3 1/4, and then we could go by 3 1/4 by 3 3/4. So let's try that. Just to make it a little bit bigger, I'm going to go 3 1/2 by 4, just so that I have a little bit of leeway if I want. I may cut it down. Okay, but see how now we've got this cute little framework. This is wallpaper in the backdrop, which I love, and it is going to end up going on here. So let me just see. That looks pretty good. I'm going to frame it in with maybe a little bit of espresso just to pop it, or I could do this color, but I'm going to cut it down just a little bit. We want to have a little bit of a framework. So let's go 3 3/4. We will go 3 3/4 by 3 1/4. Okay, I like that. Okay, so we're going to go that so far. That's going to be sweet. Now I am going to need a piece of white paper that is going to line the inside. So let's take white, and I like to use the same size. So I'll come together here in a second. I like to use the same size as, let's see here, this is going to be 3 1/4 as what we've got this piece. And then I think this was it. Let's see, that's perfect because that's going to hide underneath. Now, let's see our little picture and let's draw out a color from here. What color do we want to frame our wallpaper in? Do we want to go coral? That might be kind of nice to do the coral. That would totally work. Or we make it more subtle with the green and bring out more of the green. Maybe I'll do that. And that way the coral on the front of the card will stand out a little bit more for design. Okay. All right, I think I've got all my pieces. Okay, so you can see what I am up to. Okay, so I'm gonna frame this onto there. We're gonna pop this frame, and we are going to use this die to cut out our little bunny. See that? And that way he's gonna fit perfectly into our little framework. All right, so let me just grab the die machine here, and we're gonna cut this out. I'm gonna cut it just right over here. Okay, see how using the same framework to cut out our picture, now this is going to fit perfectly within our picture frame. See that? That's how we do that. Okay. Okay. All right, let's see who's hopping on. We got a few more. I saw sweaters with very similar little animals on them. You know what? I must say, as I was preparing for February's card club, which is going to be the terrific toadstool, and like I said, I've got a couple cards done, a couple more in the works. I've got the pieces cut out. I just have to put them together. I must say that they are very on trend this year, because when I went into just little decor places, there's a local coffee shop. It's called the Emporium, which is just in Brentwood, which isn't far. And I don't know if you have, wherever you're watching from, if you happen to have these little shops, but it's kind of like a one-stop coffee and just kind of cute little gifts. Like there's a whole section of cute little gifts, and where some local artisans and stuff have popped some things in there as well. And I actually took pictures. I'm going to post them because I couldn't believe it. There was probably 3 shelves of all sorts of little toadstools. So little tiny mushrooms. There was ones that were like a garland. There were ones out of glass that you could put, you know, just home decor, you could put in your garden. There was ones that were felted. Oh my goodness, the cutest little felted toadstools. And I thought, oh my goodness, here we are, and we're releasing this new catalog, and in there is toadstools. There's all these little storybook memories, which, you know, like you've been seeing, all those sort of things. It seems to be the cute little thing for babies' rooms, and on sweaters, little graphics. Yeah, they figured it out, because they have to do this, their catalog so far in advance and their products so far in advance. So to know what's trending before it kind of hits is something. I was quite impressed. Okay. All right. So you can see where this is going to go, why I wanted that white piece, right? Because when I pull it open, there's our cute card like that. This one here is going to go on the front. Oh, look at what's on the back. Oh my goodness, look at that. That fits perfect too. That's pretty adorable. It's like mom and two little ducks. That is sweet. You know what? I can't use that sheet. Not terrible. Okay. I'm going to cut another piece just because I'm going to make a card that is like that. Like that is just meant to be, isn't it? And then just put a little greeting on there. So cute. It's not what we're doing today, but I'm going to cut another piece so that I can save that one, and I can make this card with that. I'll post it. Okay. So let's go back to, that's the problem with these papers. This is why, for one thing, it's good that there's 2 sheets. of each page, right? But I'm gonna end up needing more than that, that's for sure. Okay. See, I'm okay with cutting that one up. The strawberries and the frame, the fake frame, I'd rather have the die cut frame. So, oh, you have to cut another piece. I know. And look, now I have to cut another one. Oh my goodness. Oh. Okay. Third time lucky. Now I'm going to need more of this paper for sure. Okay. Oh my goodness. That's okay. This, I will use the strawberries. And then I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that piece. Who knows? But we'll do something. I'm going to let it dry so that it's good to use. Oh, that's okay. All right, so now we're going to put this on the front. That's sweet. So worth all of this. Okay, now I'm going to see where I want to put some of this beautiful ribbon. This is a gorgeous ribbon, and it is petal pink. So we have petal pink in there, and it's got just like the beautiful edging on it. It's so pretty. You have those moments too? Oh, I'm so glad. So glad I'm not alone. I'm never alone in this group. But I think I need to have maybe a little bit of this pretty ribbon sitting right here with a little bow. Yep, I think I want it right there. So I'm going to cut the piece. And I'm going to tie it. So you know what? Sometimes you just have to laugh. You got to learn to laugh at yourself, right? Because everyone's done that. It's just so exciting making cards. That's what it is. And with this set, see, sweets like this, I should actually open up ahead of time because so many ideas start flooding into my head that I just want to be able to make them all at the same time. Okay. All right, so we're going to do a little bit of that beautiful ribbon. Then what I am going to do is I'm going to pop out this frame so that we can pop this bunny inside of it. So I'm going to use my little tiny dimensionals, and I might be out of, I can use the side pieces. I want to use the white ones, I think. I do have some dark little ones, but I don't want to take a chance of the dark showing through. So I'm going to just pop little pieces around here like this. So you got to be careful where your cutouts are because you don't want to show the dimensionals in between the little cutouts. So that's okay. That's just detail. Actually, these little edge pieces work quite well. There. And let's go all the way around. So rewinding back a couple days ago, I've done a couple little faux shadow boxes just using nesting dies. So we did the seagulls, and then we did the natural botanicals as well, and we used with that one we used the stylish shapes for the seagulls. We used some squares, and then we used the nesting essentials. But now you're going to have another option which you can do that. So you can pop this on just like so. Okay. And then you can take this piece and you can pop it down inside like it's right inside the frame. I just have to get it out for a second. And if you don't want to cut and use a scene out of the actual papers, you could cut a white frame and use the white inside piece, add some texture, which I might do in a second here, and then stamp and die cut out a little animal and some scenery to put inside. Okay, so look, how cute is that? I love that. It's just so cute. The color combinations in these papers are so beautiful. Now, I'm feeling like maybe we need to stamp a little tiny bunny or something on here. I am going to do the welcome little one. This is our piece that we just saved, right? I'm going to put that aside because I don't want to cut into that one. Okay, and then I'm going to get out the welcome, and I'm just going to do a little conditioning with my stamps. So let's see what I've got in here. I'm just going to use little white. I think I'm going to do, we've got that little tiny bunny. I think we need a little tiny bunny down on the inside. So I'm going to I like to rub over with an eraser when I first get my stamps. Usually have my bright pink one. It is, I was actually using it as an eraser. Imagine that. I was using it as an eraser as I was doing some planning for some fun stuff for us to do coming up in the new year. And I will share that with you in the next coming days, and you will see some ideas on the 7th. So you want to tune in if you can on the Tuesday. You can always watch the replay. That's the easy thing, right? But I'm going to use that little bunny. So cute. I'm going to end up doing a virtual walkthrough of the catalog. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to stamp this in pecan pie, and I'm going to show you why. Because we're going to blend with our Wink of Stella. We're going to make a cute little sparkly bunny in here. Okay. So I'm going to do pecan pie. Let me just test the cuteness. Oh, adorable. Okay, we're going to do, look at that. Doesn't get cuter than that little tiny bunny. Okay. But yeah, I will walk through and I'll show you what I'm going to be using in card clubs to come, as well as I'm going to be doing some free, just little online classes. They are going to be called, are you ready for it? Friday Fun. So there is going to be some Fridays that in the morning, on a Friday, we are going to have, I just want to show you this. Can you see how some of the color, it almost matches with my nails, the sparkle of the Wink of Stella, but can you see how the Wink of Stella is drawing just a tiny bit of the color because it is a water-based ink? It's drawing just a little bit. I'm pulling from the outside to color in our bunny just a smidgen. And if I want to, which I might, I don't want to make them too dark because I don't want to lose the detail of the actual stamp, but I could just add a little extra color. And if you want to see the magic of the Wink of Stella blending, you can head back, watch the replays that I've been doing for all the sneak peeks, because I use the, see, that's dark, the lifelong, oh, that's good, the lifelong friends. There we go. Oh, you are a cute little bunny. And I can put maybe a little bit of pink on the nose here in a second. But I did use blending, and I mean, you'll see, I'm going to show all the cards that I've made over the last little bit as we have a look through the catalog and we highlight some of the stuff that's in there. I will end up sharing the cards so far, but you can have a look back and watch the blending technique with the Wink of Stella and watercolor pencils. They did a beautiful job of the stamp set, Lifelong Friends. Look at that cute little bunny. So sweet. This is going to be a huge hit for Easter. Absolutely. Now I do want to get, oh, I do have my Calypso coral. don't want to do much. Just need a little dab on there. But I want to do a little tiny bit of pink on the end of his nose. So I'm going to run this, clear it. And where did I put it? Over here. I'm going to make sure it's not too pink. There. Okay. Just add a little bit right on there. Look at that. And the little cheeks too. Like that. Sweet. Okay, let's do our greeting. And we are going to do welcome little one. Again, haven't stamped these yet. That stamped so beautifully. I want to make sure. And it stamped perfect the first time. So that's the difference of conditioning your stamps before you use them for the first time. Just takes a second. A little rubber eraser. Don't have to really scrub them. Just rub it over top. Look at that. We're pulling all our colors together. That's so cute. What else have we got in the stamp set? I'm seeing if we've got, let's see. Do we have any little grass or anything in here? We have a little hill, and we do have a little, oh, it's a little carrot hill. That would have been cute. And we do have a little wall. I'll maybe use those. I will definitely use those another time. I'm going to stick to just cute, just like that for our card. So see our sparkly little bunny inside. You can actually add a little if we wanted to. You can add a bit of Winkostella over top of maybe our flowers here. It's not going to affect your image, but it's going to make our little flowers sparkly, maybe a little bit in the ears, and a little bit of sparkle on the end of this bunny's nose. It's subtle, but can you see that? There, you can see the little nose, the little ears. Okay, we're going to pop this inside, making sure we're all covered. We don't want any hints of what's in behind there. That's perfect. In fact, I can use this here as a gauge. If you open it all the way, you can actually see where the cardstock up and down is. As long as you keep it in the center, it covers that whole area, you're good. But you want to make sure that, again, there we go. You're going to make sure that you are within the frame of that. Okay. Don't want it hanging out. Don't want to see the white until you open it up. Okay. All right, there's our little bunny. There's our welcome little one. And we need a few little embellishments on here. What do we think so far? Super sweet. I think this is going to be perfect. As I was saying yesterday, Katie and I went out and we got some cute little girl clothes, like for spring coming up, like 6 to 12 months, because I don't know how big she is next door yet. So some babies are just born larger, right? So you want to make sure that you don't get little tiny clothes that they're going to be in for like 2 days and then grown out. So this will be the perfect card to go with the gift. There is little baby card, but this could easily definitely say Happy Easter, right? It's a cute one. It's a really cute one. Okay. Let's see here. Love the Winkostella. I know. I absolutely love the colors, absolutely in the papers. And just using that image is perfect, right? So I wanted you to see how you could definitely just cut out of the designer series paper. The key is to use the die and use, if you're just tuning in, use a little template so you do not have to cut too much of your DSP. So when you do cut out the dies, make sure you have this little tiny template here. You can put it over top of your DSP and then just cut a little bit larger so you can still run it through to cut the square out perfectly so it fits. Okay, you can see how our little shadow box Love it. Popping the frame, putting the picture in is awesome. Okay, so let's see. What are we going to do with this one? That is the question. What are we going to do? Well, I'm going to do, I think, a little plaid because I've got it. Let's see what else we have got. Maybe we should do this color and a little bit of plaid. This actually works well. So this is the Timeless Plaid, and it's within the same suite, has all the same colors as the papers in this Storybook Memories Designer Series paper. So it works, and I think I'm going to use that. And then I might put a little frame on the front of this one, and we might do a fold back card. Okay, so to get my measurements, as I just kind of folded this one in, I think we were 1 1/4 here. So I'm going to cut this piece down to 1 inch. Actually, I'm going to do a tighter outline. I want more of the actual paper, less of the frame. So instead of 1, I'm going to do 1 1/8. We're just going to do a little tiny. I'm going to need my bigger cutter for this. We're just going to do a little tiny edge of our cardstock. Okay. So when I am picking out all of the card bases, let's see here, we want 5 1/4 plus 1, so 5 3/8. When I picked out all of the card bases as little bonuses for the paper share, I went through all of the Designer Series paper that are in the paper share, which is mini catalog and online exclusives, because we have 3. I think I have another glue right here. We have got 3 new online exclusive papers too. But I picked out 20 different colors of cardstock, and you'll end up with 2 of each, so 40 different card bases, just as a little bonus. So I went through, I wrote down all the colors of all of the papers, and then I went back and I had a look to see which colors were doubled up, basically. Were in more than one of the Designer Series papers. And those are the ones that I picked. So I picked 20 of them. So you're going to have lots of card bases to make your first 40 cards with all your papers. It's going to be great. You're going to love it. And you're going to get in the habit that I do. What's on the other side? That's cute. Just cut. Sometimes you can't think. You just got to cut. Otherwise, you'll never cut into paper, right? Then you're going to start doing what I do, which is start a bucket of colored card bases. So you can pick and choose as you create. I like that. That's pretty. So this one, I'm going to turn into a gift card holder. Okay. It's going to go like that. And let me get out a little tear tape. Oh, you know what though? I was going to do maybe a fold back. Maybe I won't. I'm going to do this one into a gift card holder. This one's going gift card holder. Just because the seam, the closure of the seam was just so nice and tight. I'm going to turn this into a gift card holder. So this will be perfect. You'd use it. Who knows? Maybe I'll make this one an Easter card. I'll see what other greetings we've got. Okay, so far we've got those 2 patterns. I'm thinking I want to do a frame on the front of this, and I need a little input. So here is, oh, the green is nice, isn't it? So there is the green frame. Okay, and then we could take this white piece. We can either stamp on it, or we could texture it and then stamp something and add it on top. Okay. I know I'm coming up to an hour here. I'm just having too much fun. Okay. Or this is kind of nice too. That one, I quite like that one. And then maybe we'll just do a die cut that out of one of the die cuts just to make it quick rather than stamping and doing the whole stamping and die cutting everything out. Otherwise, we're going to be here for hours because I'm not going to want to stop creating. So let's maybe go with this one. And I'm just seeing if I happen to have a white inside for this one. Let's see. I can quickly cut one. That one I can do. I think I'm going to go with this one, and that way I can use one of the larger bunnies. Let's see here, out of one of the die cuts. So let's find who's going to be our feature in our frame. So we could do a little squirrel. He could actually pop right out of the frame. Okay. Who else have we got that would be cute? I want somebody tall and skinny. Let's see. We've got all sorts of critters. Let's see. We've got a squirrel. Look at our gardening squirrel. You could do the gardening squirrel. He could be half in the frame, coming out of the frame. That is kind of cute. Okay. These guys are tinier. If I were to do a little tiny bunny like that, I think I would go back to this frame. Okay. But this is kind of nice, right? So I need some input. Do we do bunny or do we go for this one? Let's say wrong side, I think. Hello, love your card, love the plaid. I'm glad you're getting lots of inspiration. That's awesome, Sarah. I'm thinking I'm going to go with this one. Yeah, I think I am. I'm going to go with this one. And I'm going to cut a little tiny piece that I'm going to texture in behind. So this will be a nice quick one to finish off with. So let's put that aside. And I'm going to grab a plaid to just seeing if I want any other color in there. I think once that is finished off, we can add a little greeting down here, and I have little white die cuts to stamp it on. So I think we're going to be good there. I'm going to put this away. I need space, and I'm going to grab the actual die, and I'm going to cut out one of the little frames in white because I'm going to need one for that larger one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this and I'm going to run it in white, and what I'm looking for is I'm looking for the piece that goes in here. Then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to texture it in our distress tile. Okay, are you ready? Let's do it. You guys talk amongst yourself. I'll be 2 seconds. It's going to be beautiful. Let's see. Okay, so let's go. Okay, start with cutting. Then a little texture. Amazing. Let's see. Okay, I want that straight. Okay, so this is what I wanted to do. So I went and what's for dinner? I love it. What is for dinner? I'm going out for dinner. Chicken pot pie. That sounds good though. So see how I used again this template, cut out the inside piece, and now I've got this little distressed backdrop, right? Kind of keeping with the theme of old and vintagey. So we're going to put that there. That's going to go there. And then this has a little backdrop to kind of fit onto. Okay, we're going to go like that. I love it. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead, and the question is, do I pop this? I think I do, just because it seems to be the theme, the thing to do, right? Let's pop it. I'm going to use a little bit of dark on this one. Oh, here comes Jim. He's going to want out the back door. Let's let him out. Now, Jim doesn't know it yet, but he's going to have some fun tomorrow, because tomorrow, this is our golden retriever. If you're watching for the first time, get ready to see some cute little pictures tomorrow. I'm going to be posting them because Jim has a birthday tomorrow. He's actually going to be 4 already. 4. I can't believe it. Okay, so I'm going to pop this out. I'm using the edges. I tell you, my children are all grown up, and now our Jimmy is going to be 4. I can't believe how quick it's gone. Okay. All right, so we're going to pop this out, and I just used along the edges. I used a dark color so that it's not as noticeable, because we do have the black dimensionals. I'm going to pop it right here like so. Perfect. Let me just actually pull it up a little bit more. Can I do it? I forgot I want to put a greeting underneath, I think. So let's pull it up a little bit more, just so I have room if I want to do a greeting. Okay, like so, and then we're going to pop this down inside. So instead of just plain, we did a little texture. We did a little bit of distressed tile going in there, and then we're going to pop this out. Now you might think, whoa, that is very bold with the white, but because I'm covering up just majority of it, I'm okay with that. Otherwise, I may have toned it down to like a maybe a beige color, a basic beige, but because we've got our little squirrel that's going to be popping in there, its tail's going to be popping out, and he covers up majority of the space, we are good. Okay, that is pretty sweet. Let's get out. This is what I'm hoping will fit down here. Although I don't know if I want to add anything else onto the front. I'm going to add some embellishments. And let's see here. Let's go 1. Let's go 2. And let's do 1 up here. 1, 2, and 3. I'm going to move this one up a little bit. Placement, don't want them too side by side. You want them offset a little bit. I like that. I might put a greeting up this side, long and skinny. We'll see what we've got. But there is a very cute little squirrel in here. You could line it if you wanted to. If I were to line it, I might even stick on the bottom of the white a piece of the plaid, just because it brings all of the colors together. You could definitely do that. Run a white piece and add the plaid at the bottom of the white, just to bring it all together. I'm going to see in the stamp set if we have got anything that says, oh, here's something really cute. Just a little hello friend. So I'm going to go and I'm going to use the hello friend, because I don't want to mess with the front of that. But instead, I could do just a little tiny hello friend right down here at the bottom. Because sometimes it's cute to have a greeting that goes up the side of a card. So that's what I'm going to do for this one. And I'm going to use green pecan pie. I want the pecan pie. Just to bring the pecan pie in there. Okay, so let's do a little hello friend. Like that. Because then you can use the card pretty much for anything, right? Let's just frame it nice and clean. Like that. Just going to take a little smidgen off. Perfect. And then I'm just going to put that right there. It's a different way to put down a greeting, but I often like the different. You saw me doing my crooked cuts the other day. Today we're getting a little side. I'm hugging it to the edge corner. Isn't that cute? And then you can do, if you wanted to, you could put a little pearl beside it because this is going to be staying out. Okay. All right. I think that's good for that one. There we have got a little hello friend. And what I need for my gift for the neighbor, this one here, welcome little one. Whew, we made it through. Made it through. Perfect. Love it. So, like I said, this is just the beginning of everything that you can do with this gorgeous suite. There's one little one that I got to stamp. I might stamp and just color some and post what they look like all colored up, all of the characters, and then we can put them on another project another day. But this would be cute too. Let's see. Yeah, that would have been nice as well. I know, another card, right? Maybe another shape card, maybe a different fun fold. We can put that one on. All right, there we go. You need to go back and watch the replay. Absolutely, you don't want to miss out on some of these sneak peeks. So for today's giveaway, I am actually going to pop in the mail a mini and a large sheet of the black dimensionals, because everybody always has the white ones, but it is nice, especially when you're using dark colors like this and they're raised up, it's nice to have the dark color underneath there so that it's not so, you know, when you're opening it up, you don't see the white shining through there. It just kind of blends in and you don't notice it. So I'm going to pop in a sheet of both to comment. Let's go comment number 6. Comment number 6. Starting with Ruth. So it does have to go out within Canada, unfortunately. So for commenting for the prizes, yes, it has to be within Canada, just because I can only send out, unfortunately. Let's see here. So Ruth is 1 and Ruth is 2. They are adorable. Carol, you are 3. Very cute. Thank you. Let's see who else we've got. Oh my goodness. Then it just took off. That's what always happens. I have to go back and look. Carol. So we had, I said 6, right? Ruth, Carol, Sarah, 4. Susan, 5. You've been so lucky these days. And then we've got Melanie. Melanie, you are going to be number 6 today. So Melanie, congrats. And I will pop in those dimensionals. Like I said, it is nice to have at least, I mean, you may not use them as much as the white ones, but it's nice to have the black ones too, so that you can kind of hide them up a little bit. Thanks for sharing these cards. I know they are wonderful, wonderful frames. So die set definitely worth even for the frames, but you're going to want all of the little cute little animals as well. And again, we made a little shadow box. That's been like our theme this week, right? So on tomorrow's live, what day are we tomorrow? We are Sunday. I will be going live at 9 o'clock in the morning. Let me just pop on over here. So I will be going live tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock. We are counting down. We are going to be the 5th right? So I've got 2 more lives. I'm going to do one on Sunday, tomorrow at 9 a.m. And then Monday, it'll probably be slightly later. I'm thinking about 10 a.m. on Monday. And those will be the last 2 sneak peeks I'm going to do. But then on the 7th, you're going to see the inside of the catalog. I'm going to print off all the stuff, the online exclusives and the scrapbook brochure, so that you guys can see that, because that's just going to be all online. So I will print off some of my favorites from that, so you can see what some of my favorites are. We've got a couple deadlines for sure coming up. I don't want you guys to miss out on. The first one is that paper, ribbon, and bees share. So all of the gorgeous papers, a share is exactly how it sounds. For the paper share, what we do is I order up a package of all 7 brand new designer series papers. A couple of them are specialty ones, but the designer series papers that are coming up in the new mini catalog. I order up the 3 that are in the online exclusives. I take those packages, I cut them by quarter. I do all the work for you. Cut it in quarters. I package those up. Inside, in the little package, I say what color cardstock it coordinates with, the name of the papers, so that'll be easy for you to reference, okay? And then I put all of those quarters in one package for you, so you've got a quarter package of all 10 of them. As for these guys, there's 2 sheets that are exactly the same. I will do my very best to make it fair, that everyone gets, say, like a little squirrel, everyone gets a little bunny, that sort of thing. So I will be dividing those ones up, but again, it's going to be just a little sampling of everything. And then same with the ribbons. 4 different ribbons. You are going to get a quarter spool of each of them, and then you're going to get 10 of the little golden bees, because they're too cute not to have them in there. So with the share, that's what you get. You get a quarter of all those things, and so therefore, for a little bit of everything, you pay a quarter of the price that you would to have full packages of everything, okay? So it makes it more reasonable. You get a little bit of everything so you don't miss out, and you get that big package right here of all of these 20 different colors of card bases, and a package of ribbons. Oh, Janice says hello. And you get this as a little bonus in a registered mail box that gets shipped right to your door. So you've got your first 40 card bases to create with all your gorgeous papers, okay? So that's how it works. $80, and add 20 on if I am shipping it to you, but you have to be within Canada, okay? So that link is in the description, and yeah, you've got till the 6th at noon to sign up. That's all I've got for you for today, okay? Hope you guys have a great evening. It is a great deal, and it's nice to have a little bit of everything. Then you can really see which stuff you love, and then if you want to, you can get like full packages of the ones that you love, right? Ones that you use up. Okay, all right, good night everyone, and I will see you tomorrow morning, 9 o'clock. Get your coffee ready in the morning. We're gonna do another sneak peek. I'll see you then. Bye.